the TikToker mop top haircut. I get so many requests about that haircut, how to achieve it, and I've realized that there's a number of things that are causing you to not be able to achieve that look. The most simple one and the most prominent one is the haircut itself. So in this video, I'm going to break down the type of haircut you actually need and a few other tips to help you achieve the trendiest haircut on social media. Let's get started. So as I've described this haircut, I've mentioned the words dead animal, right? A mop top. And basically all it is a grown out haircut that happens to have some shape to it and some style. And that's simply because of the way that it's kind of manipulated and maneuvered to make it look like it's messy, but also neat. So here's the first thing that you need to understand about achieving this haircut, and that's the length. So the length in the front of your hair needs to be at least past your eyes or to the bridge of your nose. That's the first thing. This haircut will not work if you have your hair way up here, okay? You need to have that length throughout the corners as well, and here's the most important, is the top. So the top part needs to be long enough to add weight to this area. Now, I don't mean this has to be all the way one length down through here and have no layers, or else it'll be very, very heavy and it won't have a lot of movement and shape, but the hair on top needs to be long enough to be able to create and maintain that thickness in through here. Because I've seen a lot of people who have their hair relatively longer in the front, but this is all really, really, really short, and it's just not, you're not gonna get that same type of look. When it comes to the layers, and what do I mean by layers? Layers actually removes weight and it allows for texture and movability throughout the hair. So what needs to happen is when you comb the hair, the hair up, you're gonna see layering going from here and the haircut following the head shape, all right? And it's going to all be cut so that you could see different layers in the haircut. And that is what is important, especially when working all the way down towards the front area in through here, right? And as you can see, when I drop the hair, what happens is all these different layers build on top of each other, going from here to about here. You don't want to have really short layers like this, right? If they're all cut off, all that hair's cut off, because if they're too short, it's not going to have the right, again, you're going to go back to that same issue where this is too short and this is too long. So you have to have a good balance to where you can pull the hair up and cut it to where it all kind of builds weight on top of this area and through here, which in the front, which is layered. And that's how you get the hair to kind of stand up. That's how a lot of these guys, when they brush their hair back, they do one of these things and the hair just kind of gets all messy and they're pulling the hair down. It's like they're brushing it back and then pulling it down, and that just creates kind of like a textured, messy look. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. As far as the sides and the back go, it's really up to you. You can have, and I have seen this where it's tapered from like a number 2 guard or a 1 guard, or even just something like this where the whole thing is a bit messy. But that really depends on you. I've seen like that Quentin Griggs guy. I mean, his hair is basically this. This is his hair. To me, it's just, I don't get it, but I mean, if you want to wear your hair like this, totally no problem. But all it is just taking the same look and, messing it up and going like this and kind of raking it out this way. And there you have, there you have it. So now the next haircut I want to talk about, which is a haircut that I do get a lot of questions about. It's very similar, like Bryce Hall has this type of haircut, or Noah Beck, where the front of the hair, right, it's not super long, but it's very, very textured and almost, I would say, wavy or even curly. So it is a very different look. You do need to have it a bit shorter, but it still, again, needs to be layered. Do you need a perm for this? So what I like to refer this to is a body wave, right? A perm, it's the technique is the perm, but you don't want to go into a salon and say, I want to get a perm, right? The thing is you want a body wave, which is a loose wave. Perms and body waves, any type of process where you're curling your hair requires perm rods, which range from like really tiny, like little pink ones or blue rods, all the way to like purple or white even. But the purple ones are, I think, a great option to give you just enough kind of wave and texture where it's not like a poodle, you know, and a poodle on your head, but it's just enough to give it, I think, some volume and also some movement in through here. So if you are looking to get something like this done, I would say go to a salon and ask for a body wave, show them pictures, say you want a very, very loose curl, but you want a messy type of look. And then again, with the length, the haircut, actually the length right here is to the bridge of the nose, as you can see. But because it is a bit more layered and because it's a bit more textured and wavy or almost slash curly, it makes the hair spring up a bit, so it's going to appear shorter. So that's another thing to take in consideration. So with these, I would suggest going to a hair salon. You know, do you have to do this? No. You know, this is totally straight hair, and what I did is I used like my product Tidal Wave. You can use a diffuser and just really scrunch at it, and then apply a product in that's going to really kind of lock in this wave or this curl. Something like my new cream hair clay. Right, it works in very, very easily, and then when it dries, it gives it like the perfect light gritty texture, and you can kind of help maintain this look throughout the day. But yeah, so that's really it when it comes to these types of haircuts. It has to be layered, it has to be the right length, and you have to be able to know how to style it. Let me know in the comments below if you found this video helpful. Again, I get so many comments and people asking about these haircuts, so I want to keep trying to help you all to be able to achieve it. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.